Hey everyone, Ray here from Nest Mortgage. Hope you're all having a great day. Wanted to get this out as we head into next week's first Bank of Canada rate announcement of 2023 with some relevant information that's come over the last couple of days. And I guess this is adulting. I get excited for these kinds of things, and I apologize to my younger self, but here we are. So today, Statistics Canada released some inflation data, and yesterday the Bank of Canada released their survey results for both businesses and consumers, something that we've been watching over the last period of time. Inflation numbers are looking better. All major metrics of inflation have lowered, whether that's headline, core, trim, and the 3-month annualized versions all down, which points to the likelihood that inflation has peaked and is trending in the right direction. Moreover, the survey results, now this is something that we've talked about before. The expectations piece of this is big for the Bank of Canada. They want to know what people are thinking. So they do these surveys to take the temperature of businesses and consumers just to see what that looks like. And while I wanted to introduce a bit of a caveat here, like inflation expectations are still high, and they're higher. Like inflation expectations for 2023 overall are higher than where inflation is today. And I think what's important to remember there is those things have a tail, right? Those fear responses have a tail. And the way I was thinking about it was like, if you're being chased by an axe murderer in the woods, do you stop that fear as soon as you don't hear that person anymore? Or do you keep running to put some distance until you're sure that the threat is behind you? And I think that's what we're seeing here right now is the inflation expectations are still high because that fear response is still high. That's all that's been talked about for the last little while. And so going forward, as we're sure the worst is behind us, the axe murderer is gone, those expectations will start to abate and they'll come down into a more reasonable level. And that's something that I think the Bank of Canada is looking for. So bottom line there is that both businesses and consumers have all moderated their expectations of inflation. It has come down. Purse strings, wallets are closing up on both sides, business investment as well as consumer spending, delaying purchases, which should only further enhance, improve where this inflation trend is going. So bottom line, Bank of Canada rate increases are doing their thing. It is being shown in the data, and that is ultimately good news for mortgage rates. And the response with the bond yields today, 5-year fixed or 5-year government bonds, are down, and likely we see a 1/4 point increase next week. That is at least what the market is expecting. After that, I think a pause might be in the cards. And if I get excited about these reports, just imagine how pumped I'm going to be about a pause. So any questions on how this affects you or anything that you need, please feel free to reach out. We're always happy to help.